Hey guys, so you've decided to try and learn the 4x4 Rubik's Cube Revenge. It's going to be tough, so I recommend that you use that pause button a lot and take notes when you need to. There will be a lot of information provided in the description and in the video, but if you need me to slow down, pause it and wait. So without further ado, let's get going. Before you start, you have to know how to solve a regular Rubik's Cube to solve the Rubik's Cube Revenge. So, there will be annotations in 3 different places across the screen right about now for each part. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Layer 1, Layer 2, Layer 3, corresponding to which part. So let's do a little magic and mix up the cube. So now that the cube is mixed up, one thing to note is you got to make sure that you turn both the outside and the inside layers. Now a brief change in notation: if there is an asterisk next to the letter, it means to turn both layers, the inside and the outside. And if it is a lowercase letter, then that means just to turn the inside. Let's get going. First part, solving the 4 center groups. So we'll start with the white side. Very easy to do. You just look for other white centerpieces, turn the outside layers, flip them up, and try to form 2x1 bars, so to speak, Pretty simple, right? Let's adjust a little bit. So, looking for more, here's one, the other one's on the bottom. So you want to move that. You want to move this out of the way using the outside layer. So when you bring this up to match this, it won't mess this up. And then you just turn the outside layer on this and turn it up, and there you have your first center. Very easy to do. Flip it over. This is going to be the yellow side. One thing to note is you need to know the color scheme of a normal Rubik's Cube, because there is no established center. This will form parity errors that we'll have to solve, and I'll explain more on that after a lot of other things that we need to cover. So, but on a Rubik's Cube, white is opposite to yellow. So this would be the yellow side. Form 2x1s and try not to mess up this. So if you have a 2x1 right here, but it needs to go on the top layer, easy to do. Just do this algorithm. L prime star 2U L star. And then if it's on the right side, I'll try to get to that point for you. Do the algorithm in reverse. So R star 2U R prime star. But one thing is when they're like this, when you have one already up there, don't make it so it's like this. Even though that might seem right, don't make it so the 2x1 blocks are like this. They have to be lining up, and I'll show you why. Because when you do it like this, when they don't line up, here's what happens. R star 2U R prime star. It brings it right back down. But if you line them up, R star 2U R prime star, brings it right where you need it. Now you should have solved the first 2 centers of the 4x4 Rubik's Cube. Link to part 2 right here for the remaining 4 centers. And have fun with it, guys. I would recommend first practicing those 2 centers before you do much else. Thanks for watching.